This is my mom, Rosemary. She is a ESE teacher at Pelican Island Elementary. I'm going to interview her about some of the ethics and things that she faces and the challenges and how she handles them in the professional setting. Okay. So my first question would be, how how do ethics or things come into play when a child is acting out, either biting or kicking or hitting?
Okay, well, I work in a classroom for children that are moderately disabled. They have more than just a learning disability. Some of my students have autism. Some of my students have other health-related situations that require them to be in my classroom. They might have seizure activity on a very routine basis. They are not able to, for the most part, they are not able to attend class, a general ed classroom, because they are unable to keep up with the material. I have students that...
But how do you, sorry, how do you handle, what would you do in a situation where a kid bit or...
Okay. I just wanted to let you know about the setting before I
Okay.
went into how I would handle it, because I have students that are unable to communicate. These things, the reason I mention all this is because they do cause a lot of frustration in my students when they can't communicate a message that they want you to understand. So in a situation where I'd have a student that might hit me or might hit a peer, I would, in that situation, remove them first of all from the group, because I don't want them to be a danger to another child. And at that point in time, we do what we call compliance trials, where we would just go over some very basic commands with them. I might start off by saying, so-and-so, stand up, sit down, fold your hands, touch your nose, just some things that get them to realize that they have to comply with these directions before they can return to the classroom setting. So they're in a kind of supervised timeout situation where you're like reiterating that you are the teacher and that, you know, in the classroom they have rules and expectations that they have to follow.
Okay. Have you ever had a situation where a parent and or whoever is the child's guardian has questioned something that you've done, and how do you handle that?
It's, for the most part, I have not had too many situations like that. Actually, I've been teaching for the last 12 years, and I would say that one time I had a situation where a parent complained about something in particular, and at that point, you know, it was more of a situation where they questioned something about the academic instruction and, you know, something that they weren't satisfied with. So at that point then I discussed it with someone higher up, like my assistant principal.
Okay.
Or if it was regarding something that had to do with behavior management, although I've never had that situation, I would discuss it with the positive support behavior person that we have at school, and we would come up with ways to, you know, use the parents' input, because ultimately that is their child and they do have a say in, you know, their child's education and any techniques that we might use.
Okay.
So,
in turn, I'll video myself for a minute. In turn, I just want to say that the ethics that we went over in class, in the school setting and the job that my mom does, it's more of the care ethics because, the canteen ethics and things like that, you're worrying about not particularly one person, but a whole group. And in my mom's job setting, she also has to worry about the whole group, but she does have to worry about the individual, at the same time. So, it's a little bit of a mixture, but when it comes down to it, every student needs some sort of one-on-one, interventions or whatever. So, all right, thank you. I hope you enjoyed.